So this glitch is going to be a little different from the other one. This one will get you a lot more speed, but it's mainly used for gaps. It's rare it's used for lines and videos. You could if you wanted to. I mean, I could see it working, but not a lot of people use it for that. But anyway, it's the backwards man. The backwards man is argued as one of the hardest or one of the easiest, but to me, I say it's right in the middle. It didn't take me as long as it did to learn the other tricks, or the other glitches, but it's all a timing based thing. So to not waste your time anymore, so the first thing is, depending on what you ride, goofy or regular, I ride goofy, so I hold my board in my right hand. Whichever hand you're holding your board in is the direction you're going to veer off to. So, for example, when you hit the glitch, you're going to go that way. You're going to go that way a little bit. So you have to account for this when you're trying to make narrow gaps. See, I'll be going up that, so when I want to go up it, I'm going to have to turn a little bit like that. Just like that, to count for it. Not too much. So to get into it, so it's pretty simple. You just want to stand in where you are, jump. Just practicing jumping, seeing how high you can get. Just getting a fair height, like just looking at where your peak is. You want to just memorize that a little bit. The next thing is when you jump, at the peak is when they say at your peak of your jump you hit RB. You just tap it so your hands go up like this. But I've noticed it works a lot easier and it's easier to get if you do it right as you start to fall. Because if you do it like this, it's like, it just seems to work a lot cleaner. I'm surprised I landed that. It just happens to work a lot cleaner because to peak of your jump, you're still up pretty high and still have a distance to fall. But as you're falling, it makes it like you're closer to hitting it. Like that. It's all a timing thing, getting that muscle memory. But yeah, so at the peak of your jump or right as you start to fall, whichever you find easiest, you press Y or RB. So your hands flow. You don't hold it or you'll just fall. You just want to tap it. So your right hand goes up all weird. You just tap it. And then as you start to fall and you see yourself get closer to the ground, you hit Y. And that's where the timing part comes in. You hit Y as like literally the milliseconds before you hit the ground will get you the best result. The later, the better. So what a lot of people do is they'll go like this and then either pull it too late or they'll just pull it in too quick and you just land like that. So you just have to find the sweet spot. If you find yourself landing a lot more than you are bailing, then try aiming to hitting Y a little sooner, or sorry, a little later. And if you're landing like that, you want to practice on hitting it quicker. Eventually you'll get it right. And of course, when you're trying to make a narrow gap, you want to really line yourself up. See, this is a pretty good amount of speed. Camera kind of goes back a little bit. Ooh. Aw, would have been clean. But yeah, it's pretty simple. Just practicing timing is really the most important part. Once you get it down, it's almost impossible to mess it up. Not saying like you won't get it a couple times, but you will get it a lot more frequently after you get it the first time. So just keep trying. A lot of people have been playing the game for years and still can't even hit it, but some people can get it in less than 30 minutes. It took me about, I think, when I tried to go for it, it took me about 20-30 minutes before I got it the first time. So yeah, just keep working at it. Eventually it might get a little frustrating, but you'll eventually hit it the first time, and then after that you'll have that muscle memory and be like, oh, okay. But yeah, that's basically it. Not too much else to it. Just keep practicing on timing, and peace.